Hey guys, 7 WWE Rocks here, and yesterday I went to Booker T's Reality Wrestling Company for their event, Summer of Champions 2. I went last year for Summer of Champions, had a great time, and I went yesterday with my brother, and I really enjoyed it. My brother seemed to enjoy it too, so that made it a lot better, because he doesn't like wrestling at all, so it was good, we could just hang out and enjoy a good wrestling show. I had really good seats. I was second row, and the only bad thing was the guy next to me was just scooting me out of his chair, like just sitting right next to me. So that's me and my brother were just scrunched up like this with our shoulders way up. So that was the only thing bad about the seats. But ring wise, I could see the ring clearly, and it was awesome. Match wise, like I really only like the last two matches, maybe another towards the mid card. But yeah, last year I think Summer Champions 1 was better. But the last two matches I thought were really good, so I think that's all that counts. But yeah, I was expecting the wrestling to be better, but it is what it is. So I got to see some cool spots. I got to see a guy on the top of the turnbuckle get pushed and then like flew towards the announce table and went right through it. That was awesome. I saw Mysterious Q, who's their like kind of the face of the company. He actually hit a 450 splash off of a steel cage and to win the championship. So that was really cool. But that happened last year. Like it was the exact same finish. So 450 off the cage is awesome. But I was disappointed. It seemed just like the same exact ending. But what it is what it is. So got a really cool picture of it. So definitely check it out on Twitter at 7WWE Rocks, of course. And yeah, it was like mid rotation. I got a picture of him doing the flip. So I was really happy with that. But main reason I made this video, got to meet two wrestlers. I got to meet Lita and Bob Holly. So Lita I met first. Basically, you just stood outside stood outside the door, and then once the person in front of you was done, they came out and you would go in. It was a big room, but with just a table, and it was like really weird. So I went up to her, and I was like, she had her dog, and I was like, oh, cool dog, and she said, thanks, I think. And shook her hand, and like as soon as I shook her hand, I was like, she's not gonna be nice. And I don't want to say she was rude, but she didn't seem like she wanted to be there at all. She seemed like she could care less. So gave her my photo, and she just looked at it, and she was like, do you want me to personalize it? I said, yeah. And I thought she would say, what's your name? But we just stood there for a few seconds, so I was like, my name's Daniel. And she was like, okay. Scribbled it, and then just handed it back to me. And I said, okay, thanks. Can I have a quick picture? She said, yeah. And then just took the picture, shook her hand, said, I'm glad I met you, or whatever. What I say? It's so great to meet you, or something. And then she said, thanks. And that was it. So it wasn't like she was rude, but it just seemed like she didn't like care at all to be there, and didn't try to have a conversation with me or whatnot. But I mean, I don't hate her or anything. I mean, when she came out, I cheered and stuff. But yeah, I don't hate her, but it was just disappointing. But the picture I thought came out really good. So I got this. It says to Daniel, of course, Lita XXOO 2014 Hall of Fame. So yeah, that's cool that I got to meet on another WWE Hall of Famer. So that's cool to the small list of Hall of Famers I've met. But yeah, I think it came out really good. So I'm happy with that. Then I met Bob Holly. So happy I met him after Lita. Just because I would have hated to met him first and then gone to her. No offense, but as soon as I walked in, he just said, oh, it's awesome to see you again. So when he said again, I was like, oh my gosh, you remember me from last time. My teachers at school don't even remember me, so I was happy about that. And I was just like, thank you so much for being so nice on Twitter, because he always is, always answering my questions and stuff, and he's so nice. And he was like, oh yeah, don't worry about it, thank you for the support and stuff. And he was like, I was wondering if I was going to see you today, and I was like, yeah, as soon as I saw you were on the card, I got my tickets. And he was like, well, that's awesome. And he said, do you want me to personalize it? And I knew he didn't know my name because I never told him it. But we're always talking on Twitter, and I don't say Daniel. I just 7W Rocks. So I was like, oh yeah, my name's Daniel. And he was like, oh yeah, you never told me your name, but now I know it. So he signed it, and then I was like, can I have a picture? And he was like, of course, man. And so took a picture, and then I was leaving, and he was just, he's like really, really humble, because he always says thank you to like a bunch. So that was really nice, and I love how he always does that, or always, both times I've met him, he's always said thank you to me. So I think that's really nice of him. But came out really good. It looks better, not on camera. To Daniel, all the best to you, Hardcore Holly. So his match was awesome. He made it really great. He threw a guy into the ring post and just started brawling with everybody. So that was awesome. He was in a big 8-man tag, but yeah, I tweeted a picture of him that I got when he was on the turnbuckle, And it was just like, Bob Holly's the best. And then he tweeted back saying, "You're the best." So, man, Bob Holly, he's the freaking man. And I was really glad how good this came out and just that he was so nice again. So, Bob Holly, easily, probably top one. Yeah, I would say top one nicest wrestler I've ever met. So, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow me on Twitter at 7WWE Rocks. And I appreciate you guys watching and enjoy the rest of your weekend.